Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So we're gonna go ahead and hop straight into today's look. I'm starting off by wiping down my client's face with some micellar water. I'm using the one in the pink bottle. I think it's like I don't know if it's rose scented or it's actually like a rose water, micellar water, I don't know, but that's what I'm using. And I'm using a little exfoliating pad, and I'm just gonna go through and powder her brows. This just ensures that her brows stay matte the entire time. I still use the same brow pencils from Ruby Kisses. This one is in the shade medium brown. I had to buy a bulk from Amazon because when I tried to find them locally, I can't find them. Like, I was checking back like weeks and weeks later and I still can't find them. But I want to try the NYX brow pencil because I see a lot of people using that one and I love how their results turn out. And I've never tried it, so I definitely think I'm gonna get that one to try. But this is like my go-to brow pencil. To conceal her brows, I am first using my Sigma concealer brush. I think it's a F40. I think it's just a regular concealer brush though, and I am using the Too Faced Born This Way concealer in the front and the tail end of her brow. I'm using Mocha, and for the center or like her arch area, I'm using the shade Golden. And I'm just carving at the top of her brows with the shade Mocha. Mocha is pretty much her skin tone. To blend her concealer, I'm using this Real Techniques brush. I use this also to kind of tap or blend the front of the eyebrows whenever I feel like they may be either too boxy looking or just too dark. Using that same brush, I am just going to prime her lids with the e.l.f. Camo concealer in the shade Deep Chestnut. Next, I'm just taking this burgundy shade and I'm tapping that in the creases of her lids. I ended up going in with the M506 brush and I was blending out the burgundy with like a soft brown, but I ended up not liking the colors together, so I just took some more burgundy and used that instead. After everything was blended together, I cut her crease with the e.l.f. Camo concealer in the shade White. It's a matte concealer, as you guys know. Love matte concealers. They have definitely prevented the creasing in the lids, as I talk about a lot, and also they help really good with under the eye creasing, so definitely grab you some e.l.f. concealer. After I finished cutting both creases, I went back in with my Real Techniques brush and I just blended away that harsh line from where I cut her crease. Then I'm taking this pearly white shimmer and I'm packing it on her lids. I inserted this little clip right here so y'all can see what it looks like in the dark because the camera was not really picking up how shimmery it really is, but it's really pretty. And then again, the same Real Techniques brush, I'm using that to dust away the excess glitter that fell out on her face. Moving on to one of my favorite parts, I am using my Duo Lash Glue to stick down her rhinestones. I'm applying red, silver, and pink rhinestones along her crease. We did a very thin line. Well, it's not thin, but we did a line of liner off camera. I used the Essence eyeliner. I really don't like it. It's still kind of cracked, so I hear a lot of good things about the Sephora brand liner, so I am going to go pick that up. And yeah, my finger got stuck because of the glue, but I promise that y'all can see it did not hurt her. Moving on to skin prep, I am using my Bobbi Brown Enriched Face Base. It's a moisturizer and primer in one, and I use it on literally all of my clients, regardless if they are oily or dry. As far as my clients who are more on the oily side, I use calamine lotion, like in their cheek area, their nose, their forehead. But it's also good for clients who have like natural creasing around their lips, like in their smile lines. It also helps prevent that too. For foundation, we're using the NAR Radiant foundation. I will definitely put a product list down below so you guys can get her exact shades if you guys need them for whatever reason. But yeah, we're using NARS. Oh, and I'm blending it all out with a Instapop cheek brush, also from Real Techniques. And that white concealer brush I see me using is from Wet n Wild. I don't know what I was gonna say. Wet n Wild, and you can get them for like less than $1 on Amazon. I be ordering them like 10 at a time because it literally be like, I don't even know. It's not expensive at all. Like, it's literally less than $1. And I use those to, as you guys saw, to apply the primer, to apply, pretty much to apply anything to her face. I'm using these brushes. It's their large concealer brush. So what I ended up doing for her under eyes is I mixed golden with golden from Too Faced. I mixed it with the e.l.f. Camo concealer in the shade white just to make it a little bit brighter because I didn't have a matte one that was bright enough for under her eyes. So I mixed concealers, and then also I kind of outlined that concealer with Mocha, which is more of her skin tone. And yes, I did go heavy on the concealer, and yes, it was intentional, but in the process of letting the concealer dry down, I did go ahead and contour her with the black Opal foundation stick in the shade Carob. Well, after the concealer has dried down and I blended out all of her contour, I am going to go in with the same foundation brush, the Instapop cheek brush, and blend out her concealer. So I just go back over her whole face with a sponge just to tap and make sure everything is for sure blended. And we're going to go ahead and set with the Mercier powder in the shade Translucent. I am using a powder puff to set, and when they told y'all that this puff gives you an airbrush finish, they were not lying. Like, when I tell y'all, I'm literally obsessed with these puffs because I've never been the type of makeup artist that like to use brushes to set underneath my eyes or my clients' eyes. So these have definitely been a game changer for me. we're gonna go ahead and contour her. I'm using the Juvias Place, what is it called, the Contour Duo, in the shade medium, and I am using another brush from Real Techniques to just go ahead and, you know, contour her and or set her contour and just kind of bronze up a little bit. I'm using the same foundation brush to just go ahead and tap the rest of that powder into her skin. Not really dusting it away, but I'm just kind of tapping it away, if that makes sense. The blush I'm using is from Morphe. It's in one of their palettes. Like I said, that'll be below. But looking back at this content, I wish I had went a little heavier with the red blush just to bring the red eyes and everything together. Then I just popped a shimmery white shadow in the inner corner of her eyes, and then we're gonna go ahead and finish up the face by contouring her nose. Went in and did a little bit of reverse contouring, and I also went in and added this white liner into her waterline, which really brought out the pop that I was looking for. And then I just smoked out a soft brown eyeshadow right underneath her lashes, just to kind of give it some more color. And then I am taking just a random red glitter. It's like a mix of chunky and fine glitter, and I am also putting it in the inner corner of her eyes. And yes, I'm using a lip applicator brush because putting glue in brushes is just a huge no for me. Like, I used to have certain brushes that were dedicated to glitter, but then once I noticed like the bristles obviously were getting glued together, I feel like they weren't getting cleaned properly, so I just had to toss those, and I started using like disposable things. I look at her reaction, like, I just love her. But I keep a mirror. Am I the only one? I keep a mirror in front of my clients, so there's like a giant mirror on my wall right in front of where they sit, and I don't care about them seeing their face before I finish because I just don't care. Like, I don't mind you looking at it at all. Like, it doesn't bother me because I know at the end, like, the results are going to be fire. But we're just going to go ahead and set with the Morphe setting spray. But yeah, the rest of the video is pretty much self-explanatory. I mean, I added some mascara, did a little bit of highlight on her nose, and finished her lips, set her again, and that is the finished look. This is the end. Thank y'all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give me a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe because I will be dropping client tutorials every once in a while, and I might get back into doing my own face again. I don't know yet, but I gotta get my hair done because I had these braids for the longest. But thank y'all again for watching, and I will see y'all in my next one.